Hello there. If you're following the news, then you must likely know that the closed Reforged test has begun a bunch of days ago, and this time the goal is to test the game's performance. So after messing around with the settings, I have to admit, the tanks look absolutely beautiful on max settings, while the garage and especially the maps still need some work. Either way, the game is still somewhat CPU hungry, but it does run considerably smoother than it did during the last open test. The real question, however, is whether the game is as stable on mobile as it is on PC. The tiers have also been reworked again, changing the tier of some tanks while putting the tiers 1, 2 and 3 in a separate tech tree named Vintage Tanks. I won't lie, I kind of regret selling most of my low tier tanks, as I was, for the first time in years, able to play a low tier game. I know it's not that big of a deal, but hey, nostalgia is one hell of a drug. Aside from the physics changes we've talked about in the last video that turned out to be better and worse than expected, I've also noticed that the bots seem to be, well, more accurate than usual, which makes me think Wargaming has some plans for them. Give us PvE Wargaming and my soul is yours. That doesn't change the fact that one still needs to focus on destroying real players first, as they are the most dangerous. I also so happen to like the detailed notifications bar that looks like the World of Tanks PC one, with some quality of life improvements. And speaking of quality of life improvements, from now on you only need to worry about premium ammo, as the non-premium ammo is infinite. The camos are now called styles for some reason, and each set gets its own style. We can also choose a single camo for all types of maps without having to do it for each type at a time. I also seem to really like the sound design of Reforged. It has a lot of variety and makes the game feel a bit more vivid compared to Blitz. As for the recently reforged realistic mod, or should I say the hardcore mod, it is available and we can finally see the tanks without the need to spot them, I think. Either way, the matchmaking is mostly full of bots who tend to be as blind as a typical Blitz player that will allow for some damage. I really I won't lie, I really had some fun playing Reforged for the first time since forever, which I'm guessing is only happening because Wargaming is listening to the players to some extent, instead of being stubborn and greedy. Oh well, never mind, they're still greedy as hell, but they surely aren't as stubborn as they usually are. The sets are of course still a thing, but I don't quite mind them, to be honest, as long as we still have the tech tree. However, I still find the gunplay a bit junky and the tanks somewhat unresponsive, but the devs are probably aware of that and will try to improve it sooner or later when they are done with smoking whatever made them think making all crates automatically open was a good idea. As for now, I bid you farewell and I will see you in another video. Stay safe.